Where are my witches? Hello, everyone. I'm trying to get everything in the shot. Let's get it in the shot. But you know, I'm playing around with this crazy, there's my little witch thing. I'm playing around with this crazy tripod. Hi, Tracy. I wanted to send you so many things today, but everything that I wanted to send you was a short. It was a short. And I'm like, she would freak out. Did you know the movie that I was talking about? Did you know the movie Mannequin with Kim Cattrall that I was talking about? Oh God, all of a sudden it got hot. What happened? It was so cold. I found one of my necklaces from the 80s and I put it on. This is from the 80s. Yeah, where she's the mannequin inside the she's the mannequin that comes to life inside the department store. Well, that's our John Wanamaker. Well, it was anyway. And every year they did this huge Christmas show, and um it's empty now. I don't know what happened. I think it's been bought, and there, but you know, it's like save the Christmas show. And so that's what we're going to have a big Christmas show. We're going to have a Dickens Village. We're going to have a big light show this year. Hi, Pablo. And I can't wait. I can't wait because I'm going to be down there filming all that. Usually we go to Cape May for the holiday because it's our anniversary, but we're not going to go to Cape May. We're going to stay. I'm like, we should just really stay in our own city and see what the heck is going on with Philadelphia. So, are you ready? Are you ready to put your drills on for Witch? Is everybody ready? I will tell you that I did a little block. I hope all of you got to see Rich tonight. I had a meeting with Rich and Tammy, the other co-hosts, to Witch at around like 5 o'clock. And then I passed out. I was so tired. And I got up. I was like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. I'm 2 hours late for Rich's live, but I heard that they all had fun. Gabrielle said that she was there and she's like, it was hysterical. I don't have my canvas. I pulled out my J wall. God, why would I do this? Oh, that's right, your canvas. So here's two-hand clutch. Here's the beautiful. Oh, see, this is why I don't like washi tape. Let me just get that. I'll be playing with this. Hi, JB fans. Look at that washi tape, how beautiful it is. It did nothing like that inside the roll. You see how it's like reflective, almost holographic? I love it. That's Simply Gilded, one of our sponsors. It's so cute. And I put it on the other one. And then these are the release papers from Sabrina, Bees Crafty. And Bees Crafty Corner, and if you overlap, hi LML Diamond Painting, if you overlap them just a little tiny bit, you'll be able to pick them up. Hi Min, you'll be able to pick them up a little bit easier to take them off. Hello everybody, hello. Who else is coming in? Donna, where you been? I've been thinking of you. Oh, message held for review. Don't start. People, I'm telling you right now. Hello, Augustine and KG. Thank you. Let me hit a little hard there. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. Everybody's coming in. Everybody's saying hello. It's so nice. I was talking to Rich earlier and Tammy, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking about this midnight hour. Maybe I should do like a midnight hour. Hi, how are you? So everybody, tell me what you're working on for the fall. What are you working on? Are you in drills and chills? Are you in, go light my candle. My girlfriend gave me this and it's got a gemstone in there. She's like, you got to just burn it down. You'll find a gemstone. Yes, good. I recuperated a little bit today too. Um, no, thank you. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna light my candle. I think I should. I think I should. I think I should light some sage. Here we go. It's so funny. I listened to this guy on Instagram. It's really cute. Ivana Leaf. He's got a he's got a YouTube channel, but it's like a cartoon, and he's a dog, and his girlfriend is a cat. So right there, you know, dog people, cat people, men, women, and she's on the phone with her girlfriend talking, and her girlfriend's having a problem, and he's like, I'm gonna go light some sage because that stuff travels. So Tracy, what do you figure? Has yours moved at all? Mine has not been updated since Thursday night. I'm hoping that it's moving, but just the tracking is not updated. That was the thing with me. The tracking was not being. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, I'm up because I took a nap. My husband I just went downstairs and said, I'm telling you right now, do not make a sound. I'm in a lie. He went, go to bed. He said, I'm going to bed. Leave me alone. You and your live. I got Foofy over here. He's next to me. He's in the corner. You'll probably only see his feet. It's a sin. Poor Foofy. Look at him. Foofy. He's like, leave me alone. We missed you too. I knew that you were probably recuperating, so let me get you down here. I finally got the right I know. Foofy's feet. That's all you get to see. He's so traumatized from his little trip to PetSmart and then the vet, and he's just really traumatized. So that's it for PetSmart. That's it for um, them. I feel so bad. I did a video of him for the vlog, like, let's take Foofy to the vet. However, I said to John, he really looks frightened to me. He really looks afraid. I didn't even want to bring him inside. And then when we picked him up, I was like, what the heck did they do to this cat? He was in the back of the carrier. He was all the way in the back. He was all the way crunched down. His ears were already back. Hi, Elisa. I mean, hi, Elisa. Hi, Elisa from Chris and Sandy. I'm saying hello to myself. That Chris and Sandy from the Diamond Brush. And he was just so frightened. So frightened. I love that you guys are up. So I was telling Chris and Tammy, I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow's Monday. A lot of people don't have to work. I'm gonna do a midnight hour thing, and hopefully, Kristen pops on. I don't know that she will. We have two cats and had the same experience with one at the same place. No more. I'm so glad that I didn't put the content up for my vlog, because I didn't realize, because he gives us such a hard time at home, but when he's there, he turns into a rag doll. He's just like, the girl picked him up by his back. She picked him up and held him up straight and brushed him underneath. I was like, oh my God, like he didn't maul her to death. You can't believe what he does to us to put a little jacket on him to take him out in the yard. So I think he was just, I feel terrible. I feel terrible. Terrible. But he's coming around, thank God. Everybody's saying hi to Sandy. Chris and Sandy are from the Diamond Brush. I just put everything away because I don't know, Sandy, if you were watching, but Chris was on the other day, and I was checking out the old round rulers to see if they fit here. But all of us, Tammy, Rich, and I, are eagerly awaiting the Diamond Brush rulers so that we can showcase it and show it off, and maybe even do another live with, not me, maybe one of the other hosts want to do a live with Chris, and expose him to like another group of people. I know that Tammy and Rich have like a lot of the same crossover because they've been doing events for so long. We don't have the new one yet. I think it got sent to Ren, but we actually don't have it. So, yeah, the new one. We actually don't have the diamond brush ruler for the canvas for Diamond Art Emporium. We got to keep all these straight. Diamond Art Emporium's diamond brush ruler. so, so, I think when it does come, I know that I'm going to be doing a live with Leopard Leopold. I was going to say Leopard Leopold. Leopard Leatherworks. Leopard Leatherworks with Carrie. And I've had this pen since my first Drills and Chills and the Leopard Leatherworks Firefly tray. Since the first Drills and Chills, I love it. And so, oh, Ren doesn't have it yet either. And so I believe that Ren or Kristen picked a blank from Leopard Leatherworks, and they're going to turn it while I have them with me live, and or I'm going to be there. We haven't made up our mind yet because I'm so new to this. I'm giving myself a headache. I made my hair too tight. I'm so new to this that I was having a little anxiety. Wanted to pop in and give a thumbs up for support. Have the great live, everyone. And don't forget your own thumbs up for the hopes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lee Lenore. So I'm very anxious about the wheel, but Rich was like, look, this is how you do it, today. And Tammy's like, don't worry about it. I'm going to be there with you, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident after my little meeting, my amazing co-hosts that are just like, we got you, we got Ren, they got me. So we all have each other. Good night. Good night. L&L Painting. And I'm going to be getting StreamYard, and so I'll be able to have more people on. I just have YouTube, and usually I just have go live together. That's how I did my interview with Kristen. And so now I can have, when I got up at 10 o'clock and I turned on the TV and I saw Rich and his crew. I think I only really know Berta maybe. And I was like, that's so cool because he can have a bunch of people on diamond painting. And so I was talking to Gabrielle. She's like, I'm not going to make it at midnight. I'm going to make it for midnight, have a nice show. I'm like, I'm going to need you if I get a crew together and we all go live on YouTube. I love string art. What did I miss? What did I miss here? Okay, so are you guys putting drills? Or are you just like listening to me gab? I'm afraid to even touch. I'm going to touch it. It's probably going to fall. You're probably going to hear a noise. I'm okay. But I'm going to touch it. I'm going to show you. Let me get my thing. Okay, so you guys were all, I can't wait to put drills on my canvas. I can't wait. I'm like, I have to pull another Diamond Art Emporium canvas. So I've had this one for a while. And when I said goodnight to you guys, I had did the entire part. And then I got up this morning and I did this part. And let me tell you, the sparkle on the spark. I miss my J. Lely. Oh, I won't tell anybody, Sandy. We're all in different time zones. I'll tell them you were visiting in Philly. Look at the sparkle on these fairy dust diamonds. I'm like, really? I just hit this part here after I said goodnight to everybody, but look how much I did already on this canvas. Just from last night. And this is another Diamond Art Emporium canvas. I just wanted you guys to see the... Oh, Tracy, that's right. Tracy's got her pew-pew powers. Pew, pew. I wanted you guys to see some more of the Diamond Art Emporium drills. You guys are going to love this canvas. So I did a little part. I'll show you where I left off at. Because I said to Rich and Tammy, am I allowed to put drills on the canvas? They're like, yes. You want to show people what you're doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought I had to start with everybody else. So let me show you what I got done here. I actually really love this washi tape. I actually love this washi tape. Yeah, that one is beautiful. I love Ren's canvases. And I fell in love with Diamond Art Emporium, really, with the drills. I never seen fairy dust drills like that. And I got to take that out again. You have to see his Aurora Borealis drills. They look like metallic. I'm like, is this... Come on, dude. You know, go find somebody else to bother. Oh, sorry, Tracy. Wants to know if he can send me $100. Come on. So these drills went down like butter. They're so nice. They went down. The pickup on these drills, like, they're not, you know, when you get drills that are like really like light and you just can't, you know, it's kind of like you're just kind of like, oh God, I feel like I'm playing around with candy or something. Like nonpareils. These aren't heavy and they're not light. They're like right in the middle. They're such a pleasure to pick up and put down. And I'm just enjoying, I'm like, this canvas is going to go so quick. So quick. So here we are. After all the work, we're ready to start putting drills down. I mean, you guys, I mean, Rich today, I don't know. I didn't see what they were diamond painting, but I would imagine that he was doing, maybe he wasn't. Maybe that was just his regular live. I bought a pen and a little drill case from a company called Flowa, and she sent me this. I'm getting ready to stick it in my water. Oh, here's the pen. And the case is a Ouija board. But I'm not playing with that today. I have my little cover minder from Tracy's Diamond Painting World with the little witch's hat. And in here are, they're called lily pads. They're these little sponges that you wet so that you can pick up your drills. You just tap your pen. Well, I think this pen had the wax in it. So I would tap my pen in this and I'd be able to pick up. But let me tell you, I was doing so much more with this other than just wet my drills. Yesterday, there was a little bit of wax on my drills and I just picked up this little wet lily pad and I went over my drills and I wiped them down real nice. And I also used this for when, if I had a spill too at the end of my self-care Sunday. I had a spill, like all that beautiful meditation, a half an hour. and then I spilled all the drills and I just used my little lily pad to pick them all up. I wet my finger and put them in. So that was kind of cool. So you guys are waiting for your canvases. I had the same problem. I have a canvas here because Ren was nice enough to emergency. This is from Tracy's DP World on Etsy. If you look at our Facebook page, thanking our sponsors, that's there. And I got the putty. Oh, I got the putty. Hold on. The putty came with it. Oh, where's my little... Oh, everything's over here. I had to move things around because I was like, I got the wrong tripod. Oh, here's that fabulous washi tape from Simply Gilded. Another one of our sponsors. So check the page for codes and discounts. I wanted to make this tea because I have like a little bit of a sore throat. Here's that awesome washi tape. You can't really see it, but when it went down, it was gorgeous. Let me see, where is the, here's my stickers. I'm cheating a little bit doing this canvas. I'm not, everything came in baggies, and I'm like, I'm going to work out of baggies. So I just put a little bit of construction paper behind this sheet paper that Ren gives you. Here's my stickers. My sticker sheet that came with the canvas. I'll put that in my journal. But he also gives you another sheet, and I just attached it to a piece of construction paper so that I have a little, I could see, I can't see it now because of the washi tape. I knew I should have kept my glue stick out. I knew I should have kept my glue stick out. I had it out earlier. Well, I was doing arts and crafts earlier. And then I took all the little pictures and I made these little like place cards, kind of like your own little collector card, like that Diamond Art Club gives you. But I'm going to use this because I have a little stand and I want to put my little picture in there of like, this is what I'm working on. I'm working on two-hand clutch. That's what she looks like. And then I have this. This is Wink. I love the black cat. I take him out every Halloween. This was my first square drill canvas. It's a little cockabammy. Everything's not lined up right, but it was my first square, and it's a black cat. He comes out every Halloween, and I made this border out of clay with a mold. And what's really cool is that the dollar store now has clay, and they also have molds. Go look in the baking section, and you can air dry. This is even the frame is from the dollar store. That's a dollar store frame. I just glued the canvas on there, and then I made the border. That was a fun project. I got to do that again. I have to do that project again now that I stuck that on there. So I better keep this out. I'm going to need it. I'll keep this here. I'm going to get my putty from Tracy's DP Brook. Oh wait, here's one of the diamond brush rulers, but this is for a square. So we're waiting for something like this to come out for Diamond Art Emporium's canvases for the round. So I kept that out just so you know what I'm talking about. This is Bee's Crafty Corner. This is a little something from Wendy, who made the drill trays. Wendy K Designs on Etsy made the drill trays, and she made the trash containers for us. And she always puts a bunch of goodies in the bag. The peppermint tea is from her, and all these little goodies are from Wendy. I have a whole bunch of them all over my desk. And then this came in there. I mean, I'm like, really, it's just so crazy, all the stuff that she puts inside. Okay, I'm still looking for putty. Here it is. Witch's Brew putty. Thanks, man. I wanted to put more stuff up, but if I went downstairs, I would have woke up John. And I was in no mood to wake him up. I'm lucky I got a candle lit. So, here's my little candle. I'm waiting to burn this down. So that, where is it? It's not in the shot. Why are you not in the shot? My cat is going rogue. This is so cute from Wendy K. She put this, and she gave me like a little pencil case with like stuff in it. Just so sweet. Really so sweet. The stuff that she put in there. Here's my candle. Okay. So I'm going to show you the Witch's Brew putty. And I'm also waiting on the Firefly Witch tray. Oh my God. Every time I open this, it smells like hot tamales. It smells like the hot tamale candy, like hot cinnamon. We're waiting for our canvases from Ren so we can finalize the size. Oh, Oh, okay. That I didn't know. I thought you guys got the new ones already. I guess they'll be coming like mid-mark. And so for right now, what I'm using is my dollar store container with my drills that came already bagged. And that's what I'm going to be working out of. But this canvas is going to go so quickly. Now, I know the little stars are most likely a fairy dust drill. And so I'm going to get them out. And I just got to figure out what number are they. So the little star is... Probably went right by it. Is that a blue star? Yeah, it's number 336. I didn't put these in any order. Oh, look, it's sticking right up. No, it's not. Oh, I thought it was an AB drill. All right, well, next time. So, is anyone diamond painting along with me? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone getting drills on at midnight? And if you're not, we did, but I want to be certain that they are the best I can do for the people who wish to use them. Okay, because I know I was in a meeting with Rich today, and he was like, was I weren't we supposed to get the rulers in with our canvases? And I'm so confused with a lot that's going on. And I'm not even doing the heavy lifting like I feel like Rich and Tammy are doing, because I'm new, first event. And so I feel like they're really doing a lot of the event stuff. I'm like pitch hitting here and there, creating a graphic or, promoting and stuff like that. We all are, but I just think like my next event, I'll be more like I'm getting an education. That's what I'm doing. I want to use this putty. I do have in here a glue dot. And Gabrielle was telling me, you got to dirty that glue dot up if you're having issues with it not releasing your drills. Because some drills are heavy and they go down really nice, but these are not heavy and they're not light. They're like right in the middle. So I'm going to pull my old putty out of there. Where's my bat? These are so cute that you actually hate. I hate to mar them. I did some earlier, but still having pain issues, but definitely getting better. I'm glad to hear that. Definitely glad to hear that. I was so disappointed when I looked at my video for Self-Care Sunday. Oh, I don't know where I want to take this from. And I was like, I wasn't in the shot. And I looked up, and I saw that I was in the shot, but it didn't transfer that way. And I was like really upset. This is a very soft putty. Really soft. And it's a little warm in here. Oh, I hate having to do that, but it's done. It is cool. And I'm telling you, I keep smelling it because it smells like hot. It smells like hot tamales, those red cinnamon candies. And I love my glue dot, I got to tell you. My glue dot is awesome because I was so stressed last night with Foofy, and just hearing that pop was so calming. So let's see what the glue is like. This is a really, let me see what the putty's like. That's what I mean. This is a really interesting, oh, it's nice. I always hold my breath with putty because I'm such an art dot girl when it comes to putty. Oh, that's really nice. And it's releasing nicely. And it's not leaving any residue. Oh, it's really nice. It's not gripping that you hear that pop, 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 which we love. But that causes its own problems. Oh my God, how cool. Now, this, it was interesting because Kristen was saying that her Diamond Art Club placers are starting to bend on the ends. I have a bald spot in here. No matter what I do, it's the same drill. There's only 4 drills on here that always, it doesn't pick up. Now, I don't press deeply into my tray. I pick up very lightly, but I always have an issue with one spot on here that doesn't pick up. It drives me bananas. So, guys, I don't know if you were on my last live, but I was saying, I'm under the impression that Ren wants to do this every year because Ren sent a little gift out to us. I'll show everybody tomorrow, and I have to get validation from him first, some information on what I received in the mail. And so before I show you, I want to make sure all my facts are correct. And he did have a little tag on what he sent that said 2025. And I think he wants to do this every year. And I love these little witches because I find them to be very relatable. I find them to be the type of thing where you look at them and you're like, oh yeah, that's me. Now, I picked this witch originally because Kristen had a background in NASCAR, and that's why it's called Two Hand Clutch. So I loved this witch because to me, she reminded me of a young bewitched, like a teenage bewitched. That's what she reminded me of. So I have to have meaning behind the canvases that I create. Either I like them because I like the artist, or I like the beauty, or I like whatever it is. And I was thinking, if we're going to do this every year, what kind of witch would I like to see? So I was asking you guys, if you have those little non-slip things to keep the tray, wax whatever from slipping, put it in the freezer for a short time, and keep your putty on it. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I do have one in here. Well, it was here. Now it's gone. It's always right in front of your face until you look for it, and then it's gone. It's not here either. It's a black one, too. I've been looking at it all week. Now it's gone. It's amazing. But I know exactly what you're talking about, Donna. I know exactly what you're talking about. So if you guys, I think that we should, I already have a few witches that I would love to see. I would love to see a yoga witch. I would love to see, like, I had a bunch of them in my head. Now they all went out. Well, I know she did Cupcake Witch because I used to make cupcakes too. Always the way. Yeah, always the way. It's been looking at me all week. I'm like, oh, you know what? I have to take this little mat out and use it for something. Now I'm like, oh yeah, here, I got it right here. It's gone. It's gone. Maybe she should do a witch that finds things. But I want to see a yoga witch. Oh my God, I had a bunch of them in my head. I know she did a coffee witch. What the heck? I'm trying to think. All right, you guys give me some ideas. Because there's the woodsy witch. There's the garden witch. There's the potion witch. Oh, I know what I wanted to see. I was like, you need to do Siri witch. Yeah, right. I said, when my canvas was lost and I was freaking out, I said to Ren, it's one thing I don't have a canvas, but I'm a host. What am I supposed to do? And he's like, don't worry about it. I will FedEx it out to you. Don't worry about it. You'll have it the next day. And I was like, he's like, but I don't have two-hand clutch, which you wanted to do because practically all your members bought that one. So that morning that I was getting up and it was supposed to come the next day, and it was like, oh, you're I don't know where Ren lives. He must live in some kind of vortex that when he was going back and forth to the post office. Like he was getting things shipped, getting things packed, and he was packing his car and he was going to the post office. Like he's a one man show. At least we're able to like rely on each other. We have Kristen and we have each other, Rich and Tammy and I. But there was none of us lived near him that we could have went out there and helped him, with the packing and everything else. And when I saw that it wasn't coming like the next day, I have a bunch of T-shirts, and I was like, all right, I'm getting the witch of all witches. I'm wearing my Stevie Nicks T-shirt today. So I want a Stevie Nicks witch. She can't put Stevie Nicks. She can't use, but like a rock and roll witch. You said yoga, painting, and you did list quite a few. You were on a roll. I was on a roll. Like a painting witch. I want a rock and roll witch. And I want a yoga witch. She already has a witch with a raven. She's got my precious pets, which is the black cat and the raven. How about a diamond painting witch? And I think the ghost should be helping her because we got this one. Isn't this one adorable? This is the storytelling witch. They're two witchy girlfriends. And I'm telling you, that ghost, he just sends me like my imagination reeling. She's talking and he's like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've used that potion before. And she's real intent. Like, I mean, I think that we should write a story about this painting. I think that we should. Ming does something. You do that Mad Libs with Mutt Nut. And I went over to her page. I was like, that sounds like so much fun. I love writing and journaling, but I didn't understand the assignment. So, I was going to say Nurse Witch. And so, if Ren wants to do this every year, I think that we should actually grow this collection of witches. Yeah, I think that we should grow this collection. And he just kills me. I think he needs his own, I think he needs a category too. I love him. He's kind of like, oh, if you want me to. Is that what he did? It's kind of like, maybe they're giving each other dating advice or something. Like, if you want, I'll go rattle the chains one night. Journaling witch. I love all these ideas, but I love this. Like, I love when I did Crimson and Lilac. There are another two canvases that just sparked my imagination. I'm like, because Curtis Reykjavik, when he does a dress on any of his damsels, like just look at Marie Antoinette. That dress was so much confetti. I thought I was going to lose my mind. But you could see all the creasing and ruffles and everything else. I call him the Alexander McQueen of diamond painting when it comes to putting a dress on one of these dolls. What does he call them, muses or whatever? Trick-or-treating witch. How come we don't have any candy witches? A chocolate witch. I know. I think Chris got the Christmas witch. Chris was telling me I got the witch with the snowman. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That was cute to kind of mix the two holidays together. I wish Kristen was here paying attention to this. I enjoy Mad Libs. Michelle will post a numbered list of parts of speech, and we just copy and paste it and fill it in. Noun, houseplant, verb, daydreaming, and then she adds them to a story. Okay, I'll go back and check it again. because I was like, oh, I love this. I love this idea. Like you were talking about Mad Libs and that you go over and you contribute, and then she adds them to a story. That would be really cute because I really want to make a story out of these two. I really want to make, like, I really want to know what the heck they're talking about, and I want to know what the heck he is. I can't even look at him. I crack up. It's like, you know what I feel like? You know when you walk out of the room and then you walk back in and your dog jumps all over you and like I just saw you like 10 seconds ago, but no, you're here again. This is what I feel like every time I look. I get the same way. I look at him and it's like I didn't see him. I'm looking at him for the first time. I just love him so much. I love this canvas so much. I just love it. And again, this would be a really quick workup. There is a lot of, what is this symbol? Because I know the telephone is at this point, oh, it's 939. Of course it is. It makes for an interesting splotch test for us, seeing which words pop into our minds. What is the proper term for those splotch cards? Oh, like the, oh, oh, come on, Donna, you're the nurse. I know it ends with like Vok. Right, like the you mean the ones where they show you a picture and you say the first thing that pops into your mind. Rorschach. I got Vok. She's got Jack. You got it right. Yes, the Rorschach. Yeah. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'll have to go back again. So anybody that's interested in what we're talking about, is it Mutt Nuts? Um, I don't know the rest of her, but just put MUTTNUTTS and you'll get her channel. And she does this Mad Lib, I think twice a week. And the way when Min and Muttnut were talking about it, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I love little word exercises, and especially if it has to do with writing. I love the whole storytelling aspect of it. So cute. Diamond Art Emporium. Diamond Art Emporium has really some great canvases. The angels, now the witches. I know Kristen, the artist, is doing the vampires, the male and the female. And I like the vampires because they don't have any teeth showing. I don't like teeth and I don't like ears. And hands freak me out too. I got a lot of demands. It's good fun, and she can't read the story without laughing all the way through it. Snake on your neck. This was my night. This is from the 80s. Jack. This is from the 80s. This is when, you know, I was like, I don't know the last time I have been in my bathroom putting on a little makeup so I don't look half dead. And it reminded me of my clubbing days. And I'd be like, oh man, I miss those days when you would go out at midnight. I'd be getting ready at midnight. I used to walk out the door like at 1 o'clock in the morning. My father would crack me up because I would go out with like 6-inch heels in the dead of winter that were like strappy sandals, and there would be an ice storm outside. And my father would be like, where's the premiere at? Where, you know, they got a carpet waiting for you. You're gonna. I was like, not only am I gonna walk in these shoes, I'm gonna dance in them all night long. He's like, where you going? It's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh, I just make an appearance. Yeah, it's from the 80s. I wonder, because a lot of my 80s jewelry, me and Tracy were talking. Thanks for putting Muttnut. Uh, uh, Me and Tracy were talking, and I was telling Tracy, if you saw the movie Mannequin with Canadian Kim Cattrall, um, I bought so much of my jewelry in John Wanamaker's, and I believe that this is Napier, Napier, and I probably got this in John Wanamaker, and it's probably a piece of like, I mean, this has been around since the 80s. Oh my God, I'm aging myself. Um, but there's actually a face on there too. You see that? There's a face on there. Of course, this is like not BA because these are set in here. I didn't know if it was Monet or, oh my God, I forget. Now I'm going to want to go. Oh, hi. I've been getting so many people from India and it's so nice. And my husband knows how to um, speak a few things. He worked with a gentleman from India and he taught him a few phrases. to say. And yeah, I love this. Sometimes I wear it that way. I'm afraid I'm going to stab myself. Yeah, I was a crazy chick back in the 80s. I used to have one that used to go around my arm too. The 80s, nothing like it. Nothing. You'll never see it again. It was great. It was great fun. The 80s were great fun. I think we should all get dressed up in our jewelry that we used to wear when we went out clubbing. One of these nights, I'm thinking of all these crazy things to do when the winter comes and we're locked in. Have like pajama parties in the morning. Have Saturday afternoons. Make some hot chocolate. Get together with everybody and you know, don't even. That's my favorite time to dye and paint. Go downstairs in the morning and go get a cup of coffee. I drink Dose now. I don't drink coffee, but you know, and then come upstairs and like just unwind my mind. And I'll sit here and I'll do a little diamond painting, and then I'll pick up my book of awakening, and then I'll, you know, think about whatever the heck it is that I read. Then I'll do some journaling. You know, that doesn't happen every morning. Um, you know, I wish I had that kind of, you know, leisure time. I'm like, what the heck happened? I'm busier now than when I was working. Now that I'm retired, I'm busier now. You know, where John has really stuck to his plan. We went to the post office. They called him the other day, and so he had one last check waiting for him because the postal workers were working without a contract for like over a year, and they settled, but he had already retired, so he had some back pay waiting for him. And we went over to the post office, and I was videotaping all over the post office. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put this up for my members. He's like, you can't put that up for your members. You're not allowed to have a video camera in the post office. I'm like, oh no. He's like, no, you'll get arrested. So sorry, guys. But you know, his old postal truck was right out. Maybe I could show you that. His old postal truck was out front, and you know, he was just being a clown. And they all missed him so much when he went walking in the door, and like the place was empty. Like we went after hours, but the few people that were there, he had them cracking up and laughing. You know the way Johnny is. They missed him a lot. Your necklace is going to have a box of cool bracelets from the 70s stored in a round tree black magic box from chocolates. I get a real kick out of them. Me too. Did you have all the bracelets like Madonna? I had all them little rubber bracelets, black rubber bracelets. The 70s had great jewelry too. The 70s. That's another, like, I love 70s music. If I'm listening to anything, it's 70s music. And Saturday night, well, let me tell you, Foofy put us through the ringer yesterday because we thought that he ran away from home. I left John alone for like 10 minutes. He opened the front door and he said, Foofy must have ran out the door because I can't find him anywhere in the house. And we couldn't find him. We finally found him. He was in the closet. But, oh my God, where was I going with this? Oh, we were wiped out. We had to meet my cousins for dinner. And then usually what we do on a Saturday night, we have this game. It's called Pass the Remote. And he'll go, here, it's your turn. And I'll put a song on. And then that'll jar his memory. He's got a song on. Then I got a song on. And, you know, on the ride home, we had the 70s channel on. We listened to Yacht Rock, which is all 70s music. And I was like, oh, I'm too tired to play Pass the Remote. Kristen! I wore my own version of Stevie Nicks' antique black lace in the 80s. I'm telling you, I had a ball in the 80s. I had a ball. You know, you know what I used to do with my paycheck? I used to go to the corner newsstand and I would buy like every fashion magazine that was out at the time because that's what we had. Didn't know you were premiering at Witching Hour. It was last minute. I was talking to Rich and Tammy and I was like, what are you guys doing to kick off Witch? And he's like, well, I don't, you know, like I'm going to have my DP along tonight. And Tammy was like, I mean, really any event that I was ever in, except Rich's. I think Rich had a kickoff for Mermaids and Magic. I always like like with Drills and Chills, I don't remember anybody. I don't remember if Katie actually made a presentation or if it was just a videotaped video that hey, Drills and Chills is here. I don't know. So I was like, I was thinking about, this is a witch. Like maybe I should do like a witching. Is it bewitching hour or witching hour at midnight? And Rich was like, that's a really cool idea. But like I was cross-eyed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I met them. It was 4 o'clock his time. It was 5 o'clock my time. And I was talking to him and Tammy. And I was like, listen, if I get some rest, maybe I will do this. And right after that, I passed out. And I didn't wake up until 10 o'clock. And he said, I'm going to send you a link to my DP along. You could come on and I'll introduce you to everybody. And I slept right through it. I feel so bad. But I was worn out from Foofy. Oh God, how great was that? School of Visual Arts in the 80s. I can only imagine. Have fun. Are you doing your own little show for midnight? I'm so happy you guys are starting. Have a good session. So yeah, um I would go to the corner newsstand. I would buy every fashion magazine. Oh, good, good. Have fun. And I would pull pictures out and I would go on the hunt at every thrift store here in Philadelphia to try and recreate whatever Calvin Klein or whoever was doing what and try and get an outfit together. The cat is traumatized from PetSmart. I did a video on a vlog on taking Foofy to like what he puts us through. Like he puts us through the ringer, me and John. We're two grown adults. We can't get this cat in a carrier. And yet he goes to PetSmart and he's like a rag doll. And I said to John, he's really terrified. Like he's really afraid. And he's like, well, there's dogs in here. There's dryers in here. It's the noise, but I don't know. I trust your intuition. I think that maybe they were just a little bit too rough with him. And I can't see what's going on behind the door when they take him out of my eyesight. And when I picked him up and I looked at my cat in the carrier and he was all the way in the back. I don't even want to show you guys because you'll start crying. He was all the way in the back. And his ears were all the way back and he was crunched down like he was hiding, like somebody was going to harm him. And we went through 2 days of hell with him. 2 days of hell. He didn't eat for 2 days. Like you see Foofy, how big he is. He didn't eat. He didn't want snacks. He was acting goofy. And then when he went missing, I was like, I can't believe I left John alone for 10 minutes and the cat's missing. So that's what we were up against. And I was so exhausted last night after being out with my cousins, which is always fun. We don't get to see them. And we didn't get to play Past the Remote and listen to our 70s music. I love Past the Remote. I love playing Past the Remote. That's what we do. So my 70s music, my 80s fashion. I still have shoes from the 80s that I won't let go. And they're only in pristine condition because, if it was raining or anything, I took them off. I carried them like babies. I carried my shoes like babies. We had great stores in here in Philadelphia. We had a great section. Even before, like I just showed you guys Center City. So like maybe 10 blocks before you get to Center City, there was a great street called South Street. And it was just, it was disco, it was rock, it was goth, it was vintage, it was boho. I mean, there was something for everybody. And like I went through the changes. One day I was a rock chick. One day I was in leather. One day I was in lace. I just loved it. I just loved it. We had a great time expressing ourselves through fashion in the 80s. Now today, I have to put a link up for you guys of this woman called Peaches, and she keeps an eye on all the fashion. Hello, how are you? She keeps an eye on all the fashion shows, and then she recreates them, and she's a riot. Her and her girlfriend. Like if you want to pee yourself laughing at some of the ridiculousness that goes on at a runway show, and then she recreates it. She's just so funny. And her husband, he comes home from work and he's like, "Oh no!" It's like it's too. I had a hard day. I mean, and she'll be walking around in some crazy outfit that's like right. You can't even tell the difference between the runway and what she's recreated. It's so funny. That's. I would love to be that creative, to be able to like go in my closet and whip something up. But I didn't do a bad job. Going through those thrift stores, finding stuff. They're doing how are you? We have the Eastern State Penitentiary, and there's a huge flea market every Halloween. It's massive. It's bigger than the one that I used to go to in Hell's Kitchen, which was really great. That one was really great too. We're doing good. Are you a diamond painter? Because we are diamond painting for an event called Witch. Are you interested in diamond painting? I'm so glad some of you guys were up. I said to my husband, he's like, "You're gonna do something at midnight." I'm like, "People will be up." There's this one lady that came to my channel. She was really sweet. And I think that she's also, oh, that's exciting. She's also recuperating, but she's so sweet. And she introduced me to a couple of channels that are like, they're multi-crafters. And I think the one woman's name, does anyone know Possum Patty? Possum Patty. And then I'll tell you about her channel if anybody knows her. She's a crafter. Yeah, she's so cute. Lisa, how are you? I knew that I was going to get a chance to talk to all the people that I don't see when I'm doing something, during regular times, like Tuesday Live. You've never heard of Possum Patty? Tracy, you would love her. You would love her. She's so much fun. Well, she got up one day at 2 o'clock in the morning and she's like, "I'm just going to put a live on." I don't know if she was upset or she couldn't sleep or something like that. Well, she had, I swear to God, about 50 people show up. And so she had all these people up at 2 o'clock in the morning. At 3:30, they were all still talking. I'm like, you might as well just put the coffee on and start your day. So, yeah, she's really fun. And she does, you know why I like her, Tracy. She does handmade journals. That's her thing. And she was like, she couldn't sleep, and she went into her craft room, and she's like, I'm just gonna make a little window. I think she said she was doing on the front of this craft book, and then all of a sudden, it's like, it's like the bat signal. All her members started to show up. You know, I'm like, look at how cool this community is. You know, they're all showing up. Who's getting up, going to work, and maybe listening to, you know, I know I do that when I get up in the morning. I'll put on YouTube or I'll put on Audible while I'm getting ready, maybe listen to a book, some music. But the thing with me with music is if I put music on, I'm totally distracted. I get nothing done. I'm dancing all over the house. Hi, Michelle. Self-care Sunday and found you live. I'm ready for Witch. That's what I'm doing. Breaking it out. Breaking out Witch at midnight here on the East Coast. There's my little girl. I'm so glad you're whipping tonight. I'm usually up half the night. I'm working on Potion Witch. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, I literally passed out at like, well, let me see. I was talking to Rich and Tammy at about 5, so maybe about 6, and then I woke up about 10. I'm like, I'm so glad I fell asleep because, you know, I'm going to be up with this witch. And, you know, like John can get up. Like if John slept, like, did I say I fell asleep like at 6 o'clock? John can get up and go back to sleep. I can't. I'm like, I just slept 4 hours. I can't go back to sleep. I'll be walking into walls tomorrow. And I have to download my StreamYard for Tammy. Because Tammy's going to help me with StreamYard. I like when we're all in the Discord though. We got to get you guys up to speed with Discord, because if we were in Discord right now, we could all see each other and talk, and that's kind of cool. Right now it's just me doing all the yapping. But when I get StreamYard, I'll be able to bring you guys on. I think Tammy said I could bring on up to 15 people. Yeah. And who's the green witch? There's Potion Witch with pink hair, and then there's a green witch with green hair. I was hoping Kristen was going to pop on. Because but she's at a dog show. She's judging a dog show. But I figured if she was in the hotel room and she couldn't sleep, I think she has one more night that maybe she would pop on. She might not even be done yet. So maybe she will. No, wait. I think I did get it. I got a text from her already. She said she was done. This canvas moves so fast. Debbie, my walls have permanent imprints of my face. It's how I decorate. Oh boy. I wanted to decorate a little bit more in here. But like I said, John was downstairs sleeping and all my stuff was downstairs. I'm like, if I start creeping downstairs and he wakes up, forget it. It's all over. It's all over. I'll never get this going. But he's in the other room. He's dead asleep. I'm like, oh, I think I'm talking too loud. I think he's probably going to start screaming any minute, but he's not. He's dead asleep. He could sleep through anything. Me, I'm up. Sometimes I get up. In the neighborhood, I hear something. I have binoculars near the window. And I got the I'm worse than Mrs. Kravitz. I got the binoculars near the window. And I'm looking. Because we have a lot of theft. We have a lot of our cars getting broken into. So, you know, it's a pain. You know, and I just want to be up one night where somebody's doing something. Hi, Denise. I was watching Rich's live, so I missed a whole hour here, but I'm here now and ready to start on my witch. Is Rich still talking? Did his live go that long? Because I think he started 8 o'clock my time. 9 to that's 4 hours. Yeah, John, you know, John is still on the mailman schedule. John is still up at 4:30. And he'll be going to the gym at 4:30 in the morning. He'll be going to the gym. He's got a guy in the gym. It just, are you kidding me? And I'm like, oh, I missed it. Because I did get up. I fell asleep. I got up at 10 o'clock. And they were talking, but then I was like, I got to get myself ready. And so I may have turned it off because John was downstairs sleeping and I was trying to get him upstairs. So like I didn't bother him, but he wasn't moving. But I had turned the TV off. Oh my God. I can't believe that he went that long. I didn't know. Do his lives usually go that long? Because it's Sunday, right? So his lives are always on Sunday. What are you doing up? Jay Lily. What are you? Hi, Matt. Oh, you guys. Hi, Gail. Are you guys all coming over from Rich's? Yes, we did it because it was a 3 day. Oh, that's right. He was saying that earlier. When I turned it on, he was like, it's a 3 day weekend. Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys are all flying over. This is so cool. Being that he was he was up past midnight, did he, oh wait, it's midnight where he is now. Did he did he break out his witch? What was he done? I seen Rich's what he's working on for witch, and it's stunning. Stunning. Plus he did some enhancements and it's beautiful. What the heck were you guys doing over there? Hmm. I'm gonna be nice. Hmm. I think I need to put my Skittles. This was really cute. I bought this tray. It's not a sponsor. I'm going to lean over. I bought this tray. It's going to be backwards for you guys. And pen. Oh, you're going to read The Shining? No, I'm reading The Bad Seed. And, John was like, oh, you're going to read it? Because now he thinks that this is his thing to read the books. And I would have started it by now. But he is getting so busy with his gigs and all. Like he's got one coming up on Friday. And then we're going to the Bronx. Um, Let me see, the weekend after. I'll be taking you guys with me. And um he's not going to have time to do this. And we still didn't do the commentary on. I wanted to do a commentary on Joel's, the difference between the movie and the book. It was on my calendar to do it today, but we were shot with Fufi. We were shot. It was like done. I couldn't even think straight. I'm like, no, I have which. I don't know. I mean, I would love to do it for when I'm doing the Raven um in October, but you're doing it in October. Or maybe I could get him, we're going into September. My God, I'm telling you. What's the potion in the cup? That's water. It's water. Um, if that's what you're talking about, maybe you're talking about the canvas. But what? But I ordered this from Flawa. She's not. Again, she's not um a sponsor. Ding 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 ding. Not a sponsor, but she sent me. You know when they send you those little goodie bags of candy and stuff? This was really cute. She sent me a Skittles. And I think you got to put this in like, how many ounces of, oh yeah, sure. Okay. Let me see here. 16. I got to drink a little bit more water. I'm reading The Bad Seed. Oh, The Shining would be great. Now, how do you do your reading? We didn't watch Joel's on Discord. We're trying to find a copy of it. We're trying to find a copy of Jaws because it feels like that the last 4 months of the year are going to be full and fantastic. I'm excited for the change of season. So am I. And we are really packed with stuff to do. Um, what was I going to say? I know that Ditzy watched Wizard of Oz on Discord. One of my members told me. And I'm like, well, how did she do this? She's like, she did YouTube Watch Together. When you go on YouTube, you can watch Wizard of Oz. And I don't know why. I don't know why you can watch Wizard of Oz. I don't know if there's not a copyright issue. I don't know. So that's probably how she streamed it. But my son was telling me, well, it would have to be private on your Discord. It would have to be invitation only. You couldn't open it up to everybody, and you could stream it through your DVD player onto your phone. And he has a friend that's supposed to come and help me like that. So that's how I'm going to hopefully be able to do it. It would be lovely to do it. I have it earmarked for September, and here we are, September the 1st. But I gotta tell you, I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, but September and October in Philadelphia are filled with events to do. And each one of our churches, our Catholic churches, usually has some kind of an event. You know, Italian festival that travels from one church to the next. You know, the orchards. There's just like always some kind of event that's going on. You have to own the movie she bought through streaming. So then, in other words, if I get Jaws and I buy it on Prime, but then you'd have to, let me see. Like, I can't add Prime to my Discord. It's not like adding an app to your Discord. I would have to stream it through my phone. See, I'm getting to, I'm like, what is the connection? Like, if you're streaming on Prime on your phone, how do you get the movie on Discord to stream to everybody else? That's where I'm getting like goofy. But I did look on YouTube and I'm like, oh, here it is. Here's Wizard of Oz. So I wonder why she had to buy it. Oh, maybe if she tried to play it on Discord, maybe they stopped her. They probably stopped her. If she tried to play that movie on Discord, they probably stopped her. They probably said no. Because even the movie clip for Jaws, oh yeah, I mean, the San Gennaro festivals in September. I'm going to the Ferragusto in the Bronx. Not Friday, he's got a gig coming up. And so it's the following weekend that we're going on a bus. And you know what? It was okay. For years, the San Gennaro Festival went downhill in Manhattan, and then it got really good again. But everybody's like, I did San Gennaro, I don't want to do it. They wanted to go to the Bronx. The Bronx is smaller. However, I don't know. I think I want to take the ride to New York, but I want to get, I don't want to stay for the festival. I want to go somewhere else in the Bronx. I want to do something else. That's what I want to do. Let me open this up. Did I get down to 16 ounces of water? No, I'm at 21 ounces. I got to drink some more water before I put this in. We only get Zeppeli here during St. Joseph, and that's in March, isn't it? So much of the Bronx has changed. It's not like it used to be. And I went last year and I was over it. I really could have really not really cared less to go this year, but my husband's friends is doing the boss thing, and so we all want to support one another, and here we go. We're going on a bus to the Bronx. I have always wanted to visit Salem, Massachusetts in the fall. That's interesting. I haven't done it. I went to Massachusetts, but I didn't do that. Beautiful places like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Boston, Martha's Vineyard. I've done all that. Cape Cod. Really beautiful, and a lot of untouched land. A lot of it is still reservations and stuff, and that was nice. I did that tour. I did a walking tour. That was really, really, really interesting. And that's when I found out that Jaws was filmed in Martha's Vineyard, and I didn't know why there were sharks everywhere. I'm like, why are there pictures of sharks everywhere? Am I missing something? Are you not supposed to go in the water? They're like, no, the movie was filmed here. trying to get like 5 ounces of water down so that I can mix my Skittles in. All right, I say it's good. I say it's good. Did anybody ever see this? Skittles? Just when I need more sugar. I'm talking about the fried dough, Zeppeli. Oh, the fried dough. See, yeah, right away I always go to the Italian cream. Oh yeah. I think San Gennaro on Spring Street really turned themselves around. I really found it to be really nice. A few years ago I went, like, was it pre-pandemic? Yeah, it was pre-pandemic. In fact, I think it was right before the pandemic because it was in September. Oh, wow. Let's start. Okay. Back to the, oh, that's nice. I think I want to do a retreat of some kind. My husband is going hunting. He told me the other day. And I was like, okay, don't bring anything home. Anything that you shoot, you better give it to somebody. Don't bring it home. I don't want it in the house. So he's giving me a hard time. But I'm like, if he's going hunting, I think I want to go on a retreat, a diamond painting retreat. Anything like that going on? I saw Rachel Ray's going to the Bahamas, but that's already in motion. And I've been to the Bahamas. I think somebody was saying to me, do you want to, isn't there a retreat happening out near Georgia? I would go to Georgia. Hi. Oh, my son showed up. Hi, Josh. Everybody say hello to Josh. The Skittles drink packs are 0 sugar. Are they really? What would they put in there to replace the sugar? Josh, look. Skittles. What'd they put in here to replace the sugar? Look at my handsome son. He's going to get all embarrassed now. He'll probably ditch me now. He'll ditch me. He was texting me the other day when I was in a live with you guys. I did a pop-up live. He's like, "Are you alive? You know, can you answer my text message?" And I was reading text messages as they were floating by. And Rich and Tammy were in a meeting, and Ren and Kristen were talking, and then Josh is popping up. Then my mother popped up. I'm like, oh, I think my live is going to be ending any second now. But I told my son, if you ever can't get me, I'm usually filming. You gotta send a text message that says pick up the phone or whatever. Georgia would be great for a retreat. I would definitely do Georgia. We only did a stopover in Georgia, and the next day we got up and we did a little walking around, and I was like, we have to come back here. But I'm not bringing him with me on the retreat. He's staying home. I'll have to stay home with Foofy. Going by myself. He ain't gonna like it, but he's going hunting, so I could go on a retreat. I think it would be, yeah, that's what I miss about teaching. I used to teach art in New York. I used to teach like mixed media, collage, and rubber stamp art, and all kind of paper crafts. And I loved getting together in like one of the community centers. You know, my classes used to have like 20 participants, and I miss that. because you really, you know, it's so nice. Then you break for lunch, and um, then I would have a second class after. I miss that. I miss, you know, talking to people one on one, watching what they're doing, and you know. Oh, the Big E Festival in Massachusetts. I don't think so, Josh. I think I want to go to Georgia. I thought that there was one happening in Georgia already. There's nothing like that popping sound from your little glue dot. What's everybody working on? I know I'm working on my little two-hand clutch, but I don't know what you guys are working on. Tracy's got her J wall out. Tracy, you'll probably have that done in no time. I saw Anthony from Single and Placing got done his Muka. He put that up tonight. I saw Lizette got done her Paris project. She got that done. And she made me love those two canvases, Paris Memories and the Paris Bathroom. I fell in love with both of those canvases. They are amazing from Dreamer Designs. I love the Paris Bathroom. And if you follow Lizette, one time she went into Paris, and right, the Paris Memories, she was right there. And she was actually videotaping live from that location. So I really like that. I'm glad I got you guys to talk to, because see this popping sound? It will put me right to sleep. There are a bunch of different retreats in Georgia. Yeah, where? Tell us where. We got to find out where they're at. I know I think someone even asked me, would you be interested in participating in the retreat? But it was a while ago, and I can't remember who it was. And I was like, keep me in mind, because, you know, I didn't know if I was going to be in Florida. But we're not going to do, we were going to go back to Florida after Thanksgiving and come home before Christmas, but I'm not doing that. I'm like, no. I spent 2 Christmases in Florida already. I want to be home. And I want to enjoy Philadelphia this year for the holiday. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm working on my Make Market Mystery Halloween kit from Michaels right now. Okay, so are you talking about the Make Market 4 little canvases that came, or is it a bigger one? Because those 4 little canvases are cute. I just got done the candle, and I did the raven. I really thought Ange was going to pop up too, because it's, let me see, it's 1:30 in the morning here. Bye, Jay Lee. I know you get up early. Thanks for popping in. I know, wait, let me see. Ange is 12 hours. Ange is a day ahead of us. So it's actually, let me see. When we meet at 7, it's 9 o'clock. Somebody do the math. When I meet Tuesday at 7, it's Wednesday 9 a.m. for Ange. Okay, I got all my stars done. I'm actually diamond painting above. This is the way I diamond paint crazy. I'm diamond painting above the release paper. I was looking at the one with the diamond art, and there was a cute painting called Witch Dress. Hi. Yeah, I haven't gotten anything from the one with the diamond art, and I was looking at Jenna this evening from Queen of Diamonds. Oh my God, my brain. I get confused between what's a diamond painting and what's a channel. Oh, Lisa, are you leaving too? Bye, Lee. J. Lee, and Lisa. Thanks for popping in, Lisa. And Jenna was working on, or she just finished Ever After. I can't do math after midnight either. I'm looking for an interesting, I gotta fill this in, but I'm looking for an interesting color to do. I was hoping that I was gonna have one of these awesome, one of my subscribers gave me a tip with these release papers, and she said to overlap your release papers slightly. I gotta move this whole thing. She's like, overlap your release papers slightly so that when you go to pick them up, you can get them right on the corner like that and pull them up. And you won't, because these are layered. So if you have like a little overlap, you can get your tweezer in there pretty easily. But I was hoping, now this is more of the same. I was hoping to get a spot where there was some of the enhancement drills to put down. Oh, I just put my own, my own desk goes up and down, which is kind of cool. There we go. All right, I put you away. What's the next color? I can't do math, period. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I just can't think. I need to have a pen and paper. That's what it is. 823. So another blue. A lot of blue in this canvas. A lot of blue, blue, black. 939. 336, 823. Should just keep them all together because I'm going to be pulling the same ones out. Here it is. This has got to be it. This big bag of 823. Yeah, the whole side of this canvas is going to be 939, 823, and 336. I'm really not coming into any color until I get to her. Until I get to her. It's 40 by 50. I did get the 4-pack Alice in Wonderland. So did I. So did I. Got the Alice in Wonderland. They were so cute. Because I have 2 Curtis Reikoviches. I have an Alice from Curtis. And I have the Queen from Curtis. And I'm like, I want to get these little ones too. I gotta tell you, those little canvases saved my life this week because I was just too stressed to do anything else. I was just like, I just have to do the smaller canvases. I think I have them here too. I do. I changed his eye for a blue drill. So that's the Raven, and then this is the candle. This is Make Market. I have 2 more that I probably will not get to because it's game on now. It's game on now with Witch. Let me not set the room on fire. It's going to be getting our canvases. You're going to see me working on this a lot. Did everyone put their starting photo on Facebook? Because the first progress report, I believe, is going to be Friday or Saturday. We changed a few things. I can't remember now. I think it's Saturday to check in. But make sure that your starting photo is on the Witch Facebook page. I can't wait to see the blank that Leopard Leatherworks is going to be making for Witch. Yeah, that's okay. We have you anyway on the wheel because if your canvas is late, still make sure that you write on the page that you didn't get your canvas, because I believe that Ren is going by that page, and your name is still going in for prizes because it's not your fault that your canvas is late. And if it's, you know, late the following week, your name is still going in in for the canvases, in for the prizes. So, you know, until you get your canvas, your name is going in to the prize pool. But I know you want your canvas. Like I said, I don't know where, you know, I don't know what part of New York Ren is, you know, mailing from, but he did say he used to mail to his post office and then it would go to another post office, and now it's going to Rochester. And the other post office, he never had a problem. And like I said, you know, they just got their contract. The post office, they were working without a contract for a couple of years, and everything is so messed up. I never have the same mail. I know all the mailmen because of John, but you know, my mailman from my neighborhood where my house is was in my neighborhood the day we lost Foofy. He was helping me find Foofy. He loved Honor. He loved Honor. So that's how long he was my mailman. He knew Honor from when he was a puppy. So, you know, the post offices are a mess. I don't know about you guys, but my post office closes anytime they feel like it. You know, I thought about getting a postal box, but you go there and it's like, we're out to lunch. I'm like, the whole place goes to lunch at the same time? Yep. They just close the door. There's no rhyme or reason. It could be anytime they feel like it. And like, who's watching the shop? Like, you know, this is, you can't just close the post office anytime you feel like it and go out the door, but they do. They do. And especially like I'm in the city, so there's like a lot of businesses that rely on the post office that I would go to. You know, they need things mailed, they're lawyers or whatever, and they're standing outside until they come back from lunch, which is like, if you don't know what time they left, you don't know what time they're opening. It's a mess. I don't know what the solution is going to be, because we have so much theft now, and now they're starting to take our Ring doorbells. So they'll come over and they'll knock your Ring doorbell off before they rob whatever's on the step. And now they're actually going into your mail. They're literally taking mail out of your mailbox. I don't know about package delivery, but you know, I thought taking mail out of someone's mailbox was a federal offense, and they just don't care. I hope you guys don't have that problem. I hope it's just us here in Philly, because it's so frustrating. I am tied to my house until the mail comes. I don't go anywhere or do anything until my deliveries are in. Whoops, where'd you go? There you go. Yeah, it's crazy, Tracy. It's crazy. I mean, like now, I knew it was only a matter of time before they start opening up your mailbox and taking your mail out. And like, they don't care. They walk right up. You see their face. It's like, you know, they're like, call the cops. I mean, the cops have got other things to do. We just lost Like I was able to walk out of my house and walk a few blocks and be at a Walgreens, and right across the street was a Rite Aid. And then a few blocks away was another Rite Aid, and all three of them have closed down. All three of them have closed down just from theft. And so now we have these three big stores that are just sitting empty. Yeah, you're lucky. You've never had a package stolen. They walk right up, and they're so brazen. They walk by, they see something on your step, they walk right up on your step, take it off your step. And we have package delivery that just refuses to ring the doorbell, knock on the door, even if your door's open, to even yell in, you know, delivery, something. They just leave it there. Like, I delivered it. You know, actually, you haven't delivered it because I was not notified that you delivered it. You know, you just left it on the step. They rely on ring doorbell telling you that there's a package on your step. That really sucks because sometimes they even get the projected delivery date wrong. So I see it would feel like you are waiting. I am waiting all the time. And then my son's at work, so he doesn't send anything to his house. He'll send it to my house. And so I'm waiting. And then John gets early delivery, like 4 a.m. because he's getting up at that time. So he'll get his stuff from Amazon. He gets the 4 to 8 delivery. So if he doesn't get it at 4, he's getting it at 8 when he's getting back. So that's good. But like diamond painting companies, I have no control over when they're sending something. But it's interesting. If Art Dot wants to send me something, I usually get it on a Sunday. If they want to send me something to review, it usually comes on a Sunday, which I find, you know, odd. But at least I'm here to get it. So it's like, even if you get a mailbox, you can't even get in your mailbox because your post office is closed. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know how we don't crack up down here. I think I got to do some multi-placing. And only because that clicking sound starts to put me to sleep. It really does. It's mesmerizing. It's, you know, ASMR for sure. I wish we could play like music. If a package is stolen, do you get recompensation from the business? You know, Amazon, I don't even know how they stay in business. We do have Amazon drop-off sites, but nowhere where I would want to go and pick them up from. And then it takes even longer. You know, if it's an Amazon drop-off site and then you go to the drop-off site, I had to go with my son one day. He's like, "Oh yeah, it didn't get here yet." I'm like, "Dude, what do you mean it didn't get here yet? Like, you just didn't get to it yet. That's really what you're saying." So, you know, it's like another day's wait. It's so frustrating. It's not even funny. And it's the main reason why I've stopped ordering from Amazon. I'm like, guess what? I'll pay a couple more bucks and I'll get it when I'm out, whatever it is. I don't need, yeah, because I'm not really saying, what am I saving? You know, this is my time. I can't be chained to my house all the time waiting for a delivery. Yeah, so that's life in the big city. I don't know how you walk up to somebody's property. And what's really funny is if someone comes on the ring doorbell and says, "Put that back, put it back," they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." They'll make up some story like, "Oh, does Donna live here? Donna told me to pick up her packages." And they're like, "Put it back." And they put it back. I don't know why they just don't, you know, if you're brazen enough to walk up to somebody's porch and take it off, you're really scared when they come on the doorbell? Yeah, I guess so. down, little drill. Yeah, Amazon will even get a picture that it was delivered, and you tell them, yeah, well, here's my Ring doorbell. Here's the person. Here's your guy delivering it. Here's your guy not ringing the doorbell or knocking on the door. And here's somebody coming by. And a lot of times they're following the mail trucks. So the Amazon guy is leaving it, and they're right behind him picking it up off the step. He ain't going to risk his life for your package. And you guys see where I live. And even like, I mean, I took you guys into Center City. You see how beautiful it is? And I was taking pictures of all the plants and stuff like that. If they decide that they like your plant, they'll just dig it up and take it. Oh, this is nice. I think I want this. And those areas, like where it's historic Philadelphia and all, and they have beautiful landscaping that gets done that they pay for so that it's uniform throughout the block. And they have like, really pretty, like different vines or flowers and stuff. They'll dig them right up. They'll be like, oh, I like these. I want. One girl came around in a wagon and she was going to everybody's flower box and taking the flowers. Yep. Yep. True story. Maybe you need to get a wasp nest like that lady. My father once saw a nest that big in his because they work fast. If you ever see a wasp and you watch them, what they're doing is they're going to a source of water and mud, and you'll see them keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That thing, they probably that woman probably that was on the street because it was probably built that day. That's how fast they work. They build those nests fast. And my dad was going to go outside and hit it to get rid of it. I said, "Are you crazy? You'll be dead." You know what I mean? But they have somebody come. I got up. It was so funny. I got up one day last week, and we have French doors. So I get up in the morning and I look out at the neighborhood. Like when I'm done with this, I'll be with the binoculars out the front door. I'll be looking around to see if anybody's trolling around the neighborhood. So I look out the window. I get up and I look out the door, and I'm like, John. He's like, yeah. I'm like, come here. He's like, what is it? I'm like, why is there a guy across the street? He's in a suit, like there's a beehive. He had the beehive nest on his head. He was in a suit. And the kid across the street that bought this house, he bought the house. It was a nice house, but then he wanted it all rebuilt, and he built a third floor on it. And when I'm laying in bed, if I'm sitting up in bed, I could see right inside his house because he's a floor up. And he has a big bar up there. He's a young bachelor. He's got a big bar up there, and he's got 2 jumbo-sized TVs. I'm like, oh, I wonder. I called the Taj Mahal. I'm like, I wonder what the Taj Mahal's watching. So he comes down. Now, he called this guy with this bee thing on. The big, like he was going to go harvest honey. And he's in shorts and a tank top. And John's like, well, open the door. Let's listen to what they're saying. I got a cup of coffee. And the guy in the beehive is telling him, well, this is where they're getting in at. I'm like, is this kid for real? Like, he called these people because probably something's getting in his house, either bees or wasps. And he's standing there in shorts and a tank top. They are drinking industrious swear word things. And I'm terrified. Well, when I lived in Florida, or even when me and John were in Florida this past trip, I saw one, and he was flying underneath our light, and he kept coming back. I'm like, he's building a nest, but we'll come back from the pool. There'll be a nest there. I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. But when I lived in Florida, I was sitting at the pool with my son, and I don't know, for whatever reason, a wasp landed on my back. and he stung me. And the pain was excruciating. I have a high tolerance for pain. You guys know I just dropped a skillet on my foot, a cast iron skillet I dropped on my foot. I don't even know if I told you guys about it. I have a high tolerance for pain. And this thing stung me in the back. And one of the guys that was on the beach chair at the pool said, "There's a wasp on your back." And I jumped in the pool. This thing was stinging me in the pool. He must have stung me 6, 7 times on my back. I don't know why. I was just sitting on the pool, edge of the pool. I was watching my son in the pool, and it stung me on the back. I jumped in the pool. The burning sensation was terrible. And he just kept stinging me. I don't know why. I don't know if they have to be provoked. So I don't blame you for being afraid of them. No, it was horrible. My son was little. I just got bit by a mosquito. I don't even know. Can't wait. Like, this is a mosquito bite. He took a hunk out of my arm. A hunk. You might think I got stung by a bee. They just, and my arm was all swollen for 2 days, terribly swollen. I could feel the lump in there, like the venom that's in there. Yeah, but a wasp is not anything. And my dad was going to go and hit that. So maybe that might have, that John was saying, no, that's a decoration. I'm like, that's not a decoration. Nobody has noticed it yet. Either they don't know what it is, or that was built like within a day and she just didn't know. I was like, are these people crazy? That's a wasp nest. Now I have to find out what this kid has got across the street, because not only can I see in his house, but he built a deck, and he's got a deck that he could put a table and chairs. I don't know what he's doing up there. I don't know what he's doing. He's got 2 big jumbo TVs, and he's got a bar up there. He's living the life as a bachelor. But it was so funny. I'm like, I'm watching this guy in like the nest, the hat, the bee hat, and he's in a suit, like a fumigation suit. And this kid's standing next to him, and he's pointing up at him saying, and then I didn't see the guy come back. So either he's not that terrified that he has something going on there. And we have row homes. So the people that live right next door to him, I know that they're not home. They're on vacation. And I hope that they don't come home to something. So, yeah, they're frightening. They're frightening. So what's the curse word? Drinking industrious. They are drinking industrious. Swear word things. And I'm terrified of them, okay? I never heard that before. Oh, yeah, but that probably would be a good idea to really, if I could get one. And when they took the one off my mother's lawn, it was in one of her hedges. And they go in and they fumigate it and they all die. But I took pictures of it. I take pictures of everything. I'll have to get those pictures. I took pictures of it because just to see the way that they construct it, it really is like a thing of beauty. But like you just touch it and it crumbled apart. It was like paper mache. Not even paper mache, was probably heavier. It's really thin, and I was like, look at that. And it had all little holes in it, almost like a beehive that they're going in. Oh, drinking chicken. Freaking. I'll say freaking, who cares? Oh my God. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're just so horrible looking. Oof. Oof. I'll take a spider any day. People are afraid of spider. I'll take a spider. Oh, where's this tripod makes me nuts. I always feel like I'm going to get my hand caught in there. I'm going to get my hand caught in there. Everybody's so quiet. I have a lot of you on here. You all are so quiet. And swear word. Oh, I could really cut loose with a long list of swear words for that. My favorite swear word was always bastards. Everybody's really quiet. Is everybody just diamond painting and listening to me ramble on? I really don't even know what any. I got 20 something people on. What are you working on? I'm in hell. Why are you in hell, Tracy? It's too cold for you to be in hell. We like hearing your stories. Oh my gosh. I got a million of them. I used to listen. I used to watch that commercial with Robert De Niro when he used to talk about New York and how New York has got what did he used to say? I don't know what the heck he was. The commercials for Visa, maybe, I don't know. And he's like, New York has got a million stories. I'm like, New Yorkers have a million stories. Not just the city. New Yorkers. I have to think of some of my crazy New York stories. Because I'll tell you, when I was living out there, when they say only in New York, they're not kidding. But I'll tell you, Philadelphia don't stop pouring the tea either. We got craziness here. That is just like shake your head, like, kind of crazy. We got people riding in the streets. Crystal ball reader, is that the one you're is that the one that I use all the time for my whatchamacallit? My graphics. I like her. She's cute. The little gypsy. You're probably almost done, Gail, because you take big pieces of your canvas. And these canvases are a lot of color blocking. I find them to be. Which is great for a whip and chat, because there's not a lot of changing going on. I'm glad I caught up with you, Don. I feel better. I wish I could share and articulate like you, Elisa. I think it's a great trait. My mind just moves too fast, men. Sometimes I'm stumbling over words because I can't get them out fast enough. Feel better, Donna. I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to Donna. I was thinking about her. That's a weird trait that I have. I think about people and all of a sudden I see them or they pop up. I know Gail's taking big pieces of her canvas and getting done. But, even though this is around the border, the other one that I was doing that I showed you guys, she's a lot of fun to do. I just love the color palette on that one. But I definitely would get another witch. I definitely would get another witch. I'm so sad that I missed Rich's live. I didn't realize that it was so, and I was talking to Gabrielle because she was checking in on Mr. Foofy. All of you have been checking in on Mr. Foofy and how he feels, and and she was like, "Oh my God, Rich's live was hysterical tonight." Maybe she was going, maybe she was going to bed, and they were still going, and maybe that's why I thought that it was over. Oh, I feel bad now. I could have popped in for a second or two, just to say hi. But I'm excited to look at the Facebook page and look at everybody's artwork. And is anybody doing drills and chills too? I'm going to have to see how they kick off their event. How Katie and Lindsay kick off drills and chills. Does anybody know? Are they having anything? Come try to go to sleep, but I'll leave the TV on to listen to the rest of this. My voice is very calming. We'll send me to sleep. That's so nice. Thank you, because Angie tells me the same thing. She goes to sleep to me talking. Sweet dreams, Christine. Again, I get to speak to a lot of you that I don't normally get a chance to talk to, because sometimes you guys pop on and I'm leaving, and like Barbara, because you guys are like on the West Coast, so it was nice to catch up with a few of you. And let me tell you, this popping sound does a job putting people to sleep. I don't think it's my voice as much as it's the popping sound of the pen. I should have had like a little, well, no. There's also an ends Guerrero event going on starting. Really? I'm doing drills and chills. I still need to watch the kickoff. So did she, oh, I guess she filmed it, or did she do it live? Wait, they're on the West Coast. Isn't Katie on the West Coast? Oh, I guess. So she's 3 hours behind us. I don't know where Lindsay is. Maybe Lindsay took the first one. I don't know if Lindsay's on the West Coast too. Usually filmed, I think Katie is in California. Yeah, that's what I was talking to Rich and Tammy about, that most events are filmed. And I think because I had it in my head that this was Ren's first event that we would go live, because Ren's got us all hopped up. He's so excited. Hi, Jeanette. Yeah, Katie's in California, so she's behind us by 3 hours. So it's 11 o'clock. People just do ends Guerrero canvases like we are doing witches. It's pretty cool. She actually Tracy has one. Tracy's doing. Who else was doing it? Gail, were you doing that one too? Was I talking to Gail? Oh no, I'm talking to Debbie. And the one that Tracy has is the one with the raven coming through behind her. And that was pretty cool. I like that one. She had one also that I almost bought. It was the ghost that was sitting on top of the angel. She was in, yeah, okay. It was the ghost sitting on top of the angel. It was the ghost sitting on top of the pumpkin. She's an angel. I have a witch that stole the 90. I'm doing drills and chills. I like the pop. Me too. But I'm going to do the book witch now. The popping sound, I know, Jeanette, it's putting me to sleep. It's very calming. I should just do a video where I diamond paint with this popping sound and put that great song. I found a song from Kevin McLeod, and he is a composer, and he has some great music that's just great for diamond painting. And that one song, Fluidscape, it's like 30 minutes long, and sometimes I'll put it at the back end of my self-care Sunday, and just, you know, after I do a reading, I'll just like think about that and diamond paint. And between that song and if I finish my crystal ball reader, I'm going to start Craniomancer. I don't know that one. Hi, Matt. I thought maybe you left. The new ends is awesome if you like real dark stuff. Between the popping sound of your voice, I think I will sleep good. I don't know. Maybe I should start making like midnight meditations with this popping sound. Tell you guys bedtime stories to go to sleep. And here I thought Johnny was the, Jay Lily was asking me about, she's going to be reading The Shining, or her group is. I said, she was asking me so many questions. I forgot to ask her a couple about who's reading The Shining. Is she reading it? But that's what I should do. I should do a video with this popping sound and then do a voiceover of reading the Bad Seed. I don't know, would that be too disturbing though? I don't think, well, the Bad Seed's a short book. It's like 200 pages. So, I don't know, maybe I could do that during this witch event. It's all about the glue dot. I'm dying to get some O snaps. On my breaks at work, I listen to ASMR videos. They're great. This is why the short videos of people diamond painting, where they just cut away, you just hear them placing the drills, and it's only a minute. You don't know how many people just watch one after another of that. It's mesmerizing to watch someone just diamond paint. I know that Chris over at the Diamond Brush, I know that he watches, because he said to me, oh, you don't watch her? I'm like, no. He's like, she's great. And I'm like, oh, wow. Her videos are like 4 hours long. She doesn't talk. She just diamond paints, and there's no music. But it's just the sound of the popping sound of the drills. But I think one of our sponsors is called Oh Snap, and I think she does scented glue dots. So I gotta get on her. Cheryl was like, I bought everything from all the sponsors, and gotta ask her if she got the glue dots. But now I'm wondering, how's she making her own glue dots? This glue dot has been in this pen, I don't even want to tell you how long. I love Jenny, the uncrafty crafter. You've never heard of the book, Michelle? Have you seen the movie, The Bad Seed? Yes, scented glue dots and cover minders. Do her glue dots last as long as the real deal? This glue dot has been in here for, I don't even want to know how long. Hello. Oh, so you've never seen the movie either. I remember seeing the movie when I was home from school, sick, because I used to watch the black and white movies, and that came on. And it wasn't so much scary to me as it was being surprised. One of those movies where you're surprised at the ending. You never see the ending coming. And like for an old black and white movie, because I believe it was on, the book was brought to the stage, and then they made a movie out of it. And I love, the fact that when the movie starts, they have a little disclaimer that what you're about to see and the subject material is like nothing you've ever seen before, and please do not give away the ending to others. let them, you know, because the movie was really popular, let them enjoy the, you know, the startling ending of the movie. And the movie takes place basically in one room of an apartment, um, other than when they're briefly outside, you know, the little girl is outside playing. um, I don't know, I've never read the book, and now that I've read Jaws with John, and I really did not know how different Jaws was from the movie at all. I mean, it was, when you're reading the book, it's like you're not even thinking. I forgot that we were reading a book about a shark. Let me see. Yo, yes, they last a long time. All right, I'm gonna order them before I go to bed. I am the same as you, Michelle. Not familiar with the book or movie. It was the same for me with Jaws. She also has a true crime channel. Who has a true crime? The girl with the glue dots? At Gale Pierce, it's called Kiyo Homie. Don't know much. Japanese vampire and demon dog, kinda. All right, I missed a few things up here. What you guys are talking about? Okay. Hello, hello, new people. Hi, trying to finish up on a 40 by 30 horse painting so I can start a Halloween themed one. It's called Diamond Painting Jack. And this is the canvas that I'm diamond painting right here, this little witch. Jenny, Jenny, Jenny. Okay. Oh, I want to go get some glue dots. Scented ones. Does she have any pumpkin? Did anybody break into the pumpkin spice yet? I'm going to have to doctor my dose up. The bad seed. Well, I'm telling you, Jay Lely is going to be reading The Shining, and I think she's starting in October. And I really want to start this in September. And, you know, I'm hot to start this book. I can't wait on John. He's getting really busy with gigs that he's doing. And then if he's got a gig, like he's got one Friday, so he's practicing all week. I I wouldn't mind starting it this week. You know, he made me feel bad. He's like, "Oh, you're reading the book." It's like he did such a great job on Jaws that he's like, "Oh, you're reading the book." But now you guys are telling me I have a very calming voice, so I think I'm going to take it back from him now and be like, "Yeah, I'm reading the book." You're done. And then I need to get him, because he was like, "Oh, let me start reading A Christmas Carol now." I'm like, "Listen, I don't have this kind of storage on my phone." And well, I guess I could upload it, and then I could schedule it. I could do that. I could schedule it so that it's on YouTube. I could do that. Maybe I'll get him on A Christmas Carol. That's what he's going to be doing. And I am like, I like that we had hi Marty. A Christmas Carol is short. The Shining is so creepy. It is. That's why I'm not reading it. Jay Lee's reading it. I still can't watch The Shining, the movie. But I have no like. I like that we were 1 week behind on Jaws because we had commentaries and stuff that we were doing. But I thought that was too long of a time in between chapters for that. Marty, did you start your canvas? Where did I find Jay Lee? Jay Lee found me. She was just talking about it the other day. She said that she's always looking for new diamond painters, and I didn't even know she was talking about me. Creepy? I wouldn't say that The Bad Seed is creepy, because it was a black and white movie, and it was like from like maybe the 50s. So like what the heck was going on in the 50s? Like cliffhangers and stuff like that. I wouldn't say creepy. You could watch the movie, you won't get creeped out. You might get creeped out, but like, is it creep? I think it's just more, we're talking about a murderer. Um, we're talking about nature versus nurture. Do you create a criminal, or are they born that way? Um, that's what I pulled from it. Um, there probably would be a totally different word for this book today. Everybody says narcissist because, people that are lack emotion are detached. You're going to see that. Psychological thriller. That's a good one. What's Matt saying? If you watch diamond painting content, where isn't Jay Lee? Let me tell you something. I think Jay Lee is cloned. That girl is so busy. She's cooking. She's watching children. Um, I think she said her daughter like picks the baby up at like midnight, and then she's up at 4:30. I'm like, Jay Lee, when do you sleep? She does a lot. Yeah, I think I'm reading it. I'm not even going to tell him. Let him find out when he watches my channel. I've been giving him the business because I was like, you read Jaws, and I'm fielding all the questions, and people are giving you compliments. They love to hear. They love the reading that you did. You did Brody, and you did Quint, and you did Hooper. The only one chapter I read out of Jaws because I felt like this is a woman that you're reading. That whole, and let me tell you something. That chapter was a little embarrassing. Reading that chapter with Ellen. You love the movie Joel's not a fan of the book. The book was totally different than I forgot. I forgot that we were dealing with a shark. Do you remember that chapter, Tracy? Oh my God, I was blushing throughout the whole thing. And then I could just only imagine the way that my husband would have read it. The cheating, the mafia. Like, I didn't expect that at all. And there were no children. Where were the kids? The kids, you were introduced to them like early in the book, and then that was it. They were gone. You never they were a reference. Um the Ellen and Brody had 3 boys. The mayor, the mayor was pretty much, but he creeped me out towards the end. I thought that was going to end different with him too. And I really liked the ending of the book. I wish they would have ended the book. I wish they would have ended the movie the way that they ended the book. I didn't like that whole Hollywood you know, he's shooting the barrel in the shark's mouth and the thing blows up. I liked the ending. I thought, talk about psychological thriller, talk about facing your fear. Um, because Brody didn't like being on the water. He didn't like it. He didn't like being in the water. He didn't like being on the water. And there he is, face to face with, oh my gosh. And then I got crazy with that book. I started looking up. I started like, how much how much of this behavior of this shark, because they were like, I was like, oh, this is getting too Hollywood now, that the shark is actually, coming up out of the water and looking on the deck and looking at the people. They actually do that though. I start looking at um, shark behavior, great white shark behavior. They do that. They literally come out vertical from the water like a whale. And then I start finding like videos of sharks that come up out of the water, and they're like, they jump up on yachts and stuff. Like people, one shark took the whole side of the boat off. People were falling in the water. Oh my God, I was like dying. Yeah, that the 50th anniversary documentary was good. Um, Eventually, now I went and bought The Deep because we were in a bookstore, and I found Jaws. And I thought John had the first edition. He didn't. He had maybe the fourth printing, and I found a copy of the book, and my book was the 18th printing of Jaws. And every month of that year, the book was being reprinted, reprinted, reprinted. Because I remember people holding that book on the beach and reading it. And so now we're coming to the end. We're going out to dinner, and we're going to a happy hour, and we can't park our car yet. We're waiting, and I'm in the car, and I'm actually doing research for the last video that we're supposed to do between the movie and the book. And I'm watching these shark videos, and the doors are getting to the restaurant are getting ready to open. I was like, come on, park the car, let's go. And this other couple walked in the same time that we were, but we were still outside. And my husband talks to everybody, but I'm busy watching the shark videos. And he's like, my wife is not really rude. She's just, she has a YouTube channel, and we're reading Jaws. And the woman, the couple, she's like, oh, I just took my granddaughter shark watching. I have an app that I can give you, and you could track all the sharks that are in the area. And let me tell you, they're closer to the shoreline than you think that they are. Scared me to death. And it's actually a free app. And here, she just moved here from the West Coast, and she was Richard Dreyfuss's private nurse. And she's like, I've never seen the movie. So I was like, talk about a small world. Like when things like that happen to me, like I'm not even shocked. I'm like, yeah, of course you were. She's like, but he's talked to my husband, and he's talked to my granddaughter, because they love the movie, and they like, she loves sharks and stuff. And I was like, can I interview you? And she's like, no, you can't, because of, HIPAA laws. I mean, just ridiculous. But we've become friends, and we've already met them twice already, um, since last month. We just went out to brunch with them last weekend. They're really cool people, but I can't interview her. She's like, no, you can't, HIPAA. I can't just, even say that I was his nurse. So that was fun. That was fun. Really fun. And I couldn't see him in that part. He was the only one that I couldn't see in the part. I don't think so. I mean, how old is he now? I don't think so. She may have been like, he may have been like in the hospital for surgery or something like that. And he of course is going to have a private nurse. But it wasn't like, probably, I think any celebrity that goes into a hospital for anything is not going to have anybody just walking in and out of their room. So, um, I could just imagine. I wouldn't even want that responsibility. I wouldn't want, if I was a nurse, oh, Donna left, she was a nurse. I wouldn't even want that responsibility of like, oh, Brad Pitt's in room 4. Do you want to take it? And I'd be like, no, no, let somebody else put up with the Gumedia. No, because you got to know that they got to hound you or whatever. Like, who's taking care? I'm sure he's got people outside the door. I mean, what is the extent of going into a hospital as a celebrity? I would love to know. Like, do they have people, security? I would imagine that they do. Um, to watch their room or watch who goes in and out, or I would imagine that they do. All right, Skittle time. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, okay. So you work in healthcare. They pay outside agencies, but if you have to go to a hospital, right? I guess maybe they bring their own doctors in. Can you do that? I guess if you have a license. How does that all work? Now I'm really curious. Because if I was a celebrity and I had my own doctor and I needed surgery or something, I would want my own doctor, but he would have to have a license. I guess the hospital would give you like right privilege to like, oh yes, okay, Elizabeth Taylor is in that room and you're her private doctor, and like you're going to be the one to do the surgery, right? Hmm. Whoever thought that this was going to take this turn tonight? How do celebrities get health care when they need it? Can't imagine. What was the last celebrity that was actually in a hospital that you heard was in a hospital? I think the last celebrity that I heard was in a hospital was Angelina Jolie. That's how much, but I don't really pay attention to TV and stuff like that. But I would imagine. Yeah, so then like, the hospital gives them, you know, they have to have admitting rights to take care of. Wow, I can't even imagine living under that, like, because people will do anything for money most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, let us know, we'll pay you X amount of money for letting us know why that celebrity was. And how do you protect the person who's giving you maybe a scoop? Because then can't they be prosecuted for divulging information? And you take that chance with a newspaper? But people have people everywhere, you know, as far as like somebody on the inside, I can only imagine what the big hospital is in California. What is it, Sinai, where they all kind of go to? Hmm. Can't imagine. I wouldn't want, like, you wouldn't want people to know private stuff about you, um, about your health. What number was I working on? Now I'm all confused. I stopped for 1 second. I don't know what I'm working on. Let me see. 823. Yeah, that's the right one. My putty is still soft. It's kind of warm in here. Is Foofy still in here? Yep, Foofy's still in here. I knew he was going to be in here with me while I did this diamond painting. You gotta have a cat while you do your witch painting. You have to have a cat. It's going to be so funny. I'm going to be going to bed and John's going to be getting up. This is kind of like it was when we were dating. Because I'm a night owl. And I was up. And I'd be coming to bed and he'd be getting up, going to work. And it's Monday. I'm going to have to start working on my, doctoring up my dose. I switched off of coffee, so I drink dose now. And I'm going to have to make a pumpkin spiced latte using dose. See what I can come up with. But I'm hooked on coconut milk now from the summer. I've gotten away from nut milks. I've been hearing horror stories about nut milks, that they're not really good for you. And I can't drink regular milk. I don't like the smell of regular milk. Skim, 2% whole milk. I don't like that kind of milk. I like soy milk. So I'm going to have to work on my pumpkin creations for the fall. This is all done. This is all done. And like now, as soon as I take this release paper off, I just got, I'm going to have another portion that looks just like this. Let me get my little lily pad out of the way. Move this over. I have a lot of stuff on this canvas. Move that stuff out of the way. I went all the way up beyond where I should have been because I was busy yapping, not paying attention. I feel like I want another glue dot. The glue dot, I love that it lasts so long, but it's like, all right, you're just showboating right now. I feel like I need a new one. Oh, this is all the same color. I'm getting a little crazy. Does anybody else get like that with these big, or do you like love big blocks of color blocking? I don't even have to switch the tray. Well, really, I do. Oh, this is all the other color. Oh, wow. I could just really, I don't even think I have a big multi-placer out. Oh, I have this one. I'm going to see what my multi-placer is going to do with this canvas, because we had this talk last week about the larger the multi-placer, you start to lose a little bit of the drill space. And this is my star ore placer, but I have the crappy, this is the crappy Art Dot purple. Oh, I hate that putty. I only like the blue. Really crappy. I don't know what they did. They changed the color. They made they have the blue Art Dot putty, which is fantastic. And then they went and made a purple one to match their trays. And then they went and made a pink one, and neither one of them can compare with the blue one. The blue one's the best. And I'm loving Tracy's putty. Does this one have the blue one in it? This one's got the blue one in it. I think I want to see. Do I have another tray here? I can leave that in there. I think I do have. What color is this? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've already started my nonsense with leaving drills inside of trays. And then not knowing what color is in here. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. This is, oh, let me just do it. Let me just put it away. I'm putting it away because I'm going to get confused. This is 823. Here we go. I'm going to put you away because I want to play with this color and a bigger placer and see what happens. I'll put my little cat on there. And my little rose. They're not cover minders either. They're just gifts from Wendy. And I could put magnets on there and make them cover minders. So cute. Let me see, 939, right? I gotta check this again. Make sure that the star is 939. No, the telephone is 939. 336 is the star. Okay. Look at these big bags of color blocking. You guys. Are you guys all going to sleep? What are you doing? Nobody's talking. You guys, I'm putting you all to sleep. You're like, oh, the little popping sound. Elisa's voice. I'm going right to bed. I put a spell on you. Put a spell on you guys. You're going to sleep. I'm going to need this, but let me just keep this going because this is this sponsor. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. I have a big trash can. Get rid of this. Oh, let me take this. Oh, wait, do I need to get washi tape out now? I surely do, but I have the sponsor's washi tape out already. Where did I put it? Here we go. Really don't want to use this gilded washi tape for this, but I will use a little piece. Nope, I need a little bit more. Still a little bit more. Come on. I think because it's gilded, it's a little bit slippery. Let's see what I get here with a big multi-placer. I think this is my 12. All right. Hit the mark. Hit the mark. But I'm just going to stagger a little bit. I don't like demarcation lines. My putty is not working as well as Tracy's putty. Yes, I did just put that over the candle, softening it up a little bit. Let's see if that trick worked. I don't know. I don't know what these, I know everybody loves these Diamond Art Club. I'm not totally hooked on these Diamond Art Club placers. Look, see, look. All right, let's go with Tracy's putty. I'm gonna have to take a big hunk of it off. I'm not gonna blame the placer just yet. Where did I put my tweezers? This is my blue art dot putty. I like this putty. Okay, throw you away. This putty did a really good job tonight. Oh, I have a piece right here. Maybe I don't have to. I don't think I'm going to have enough. No, I don't have enough, but it's a start. Maybe just a smidge more. It's always the ends that get me. I like that it tears easily. Okay. I'm still here. I'm just, I don't like putty hanging off the side. Okay. Oh yeah, Tracy's putty's nice. Oh, really nice. This is Tracy's DP World putty. Oh, I really like the I like the drill space coming in with the drills hitting the mark. Oh, that's nice. I kind of like flat left you guys with no popping. But this longer, this 12 placer, I think it is just busting through. Now I got a little putty in here. I'm going to use my little lily pad. Let's see if I can scoop that up. Nope, I just took the drills off. The putty's very soft. It came right up. That's a plus in my book. Because I don't like that around the ends. I am surprised that for this putty being as soft as it is, that it is not stick. You know, when you get soft putty, it gets stringy. This putty, when I first took it out, I was like, oh God, it's so soft. It's going to be sticking all over everything. It's not. It's not at all. You can see that it's not. That's really impressive. I can't stand when putty gets stringy. Oh, it drives me nuts. Or, you know, it gets hard. So I'm glad we made up our mind that I'll be reading The Bad Seed. I'm throwing you all under the bus when I tell John. I'm throwing you all under the bus. I'm like, I'm sorry, they want me to read it. Oh God, look at how I'm busting through this section. Oh, it's great. Oh, Tracy, you have won me over as a customer when it comes to putty. You've won me over. I'm always looking at other diamond painters. I'm like, look at her putty. It's hanging off the side. It's not making a mess. How could that be? Well, she's probably using Tracy's putty. That's probably how. And I'm not, like, I don't press. I go very lightly to pick up my drills, and very lightly putting them down, because this glue is tacky on your canvases. You know, you don't need to push down hard. So. Oh, I love it. I feel like I found a secret or something, you know. It's really nice. I think you guys will want to sleep with your TVs on. That guy in the beginning was strange. Can I send you $100 donation? The heck is that about? I mean, I know he sent me a super thanks, which was nice. And then he's like, can I send you $100? Oh, come on. Oh, I'm just busting through this. Is that long enough yet? Wait till I get my StreamYard. I'm going to start booking you guys to make appearances on my channel. Because you guys are a riot. You have great stories. And then the holidays are coming. My favorite Seinfeld episode is the one where Kramer finds the Merv Griffin set. And he constructs it in his apartment. That's what it's going to be like over here, you guys. I'm going to start interviewing you. Oh, wow. I love this putty. This is Tracy's. Do I still have the thing here? Where is it? Here it is. For anybody that's still awake, Tracy's DP World. It's so good. And that's her little lily pad over there. Nope, sticking to the putty. I love it. You really barely have to touch it. I just dropped one. See, when they stand up like that, they freak me out. When you drop your drills and they stand up on their sides, oh, they freak me out. Oh, I know better than to use this. I think the most frustrating thing as a diamond painter is to get putty on your canvas. So I have a dedicated set of cuticle nippers with like a wide jaw. You can see I was cutting my labels earlier. And for me, it's the easiest thing that takes putty off because it just grabs it in the jaw, takes it right off. That's what I use. See, I didn't think I had enough, and I ended up overloading it, but I actually did have enough in there. I'll be at Tracy's World later today getting more putty. But I think she's on vacation. And I'll be getting the glue dots. Oh, I could start staggering now. Oh my God, I got done this side so fast. I'm surprised John has not woken up and saying like, are you still talking to people? Are you still diamond painting? I just love that Foofy is in here with me and that, you know, he feels calm and relaxed. Nope, you guys all went to bed. Well, thank you for leaving me on. I wish I could have music on. I'd be the ultimate. That's what I like about Discord. You have more freedom with Discord, I think, anyway. You could have, you know, music. You could have people on. I could see what you guys are working on. Look how fast I got done that. Thank God. Because I really wasn't into like doing a patchwork of this entire section. Maybe I have enough in here. I know some of you bought more than one canvas. And I was talking to someone on Tammy's page. I think her name is Heather. And she said that she bought 6. So I'm going to be following Heather. I want to see how she does. Because I think that these paintings are very doable. Not just doable, also enjoyable. and that, you know, like I've done painted a lot of this today, but I, you know, want to come back. I would want to come back and do more tomorrow. Like I said, this is a great canvas for a whip and chat because you don't have to keep changing your jewel tray, you know. I'm trying to make little sounds for you guys. Nope, I need some more. is starting to become like stream of consciousness. Color blocking. I'm not really even following a pattern. I'm just making my own patterns. It's what I think makes diamond painting such a healing medium to practice. It's kind of fun to just go in whatever fashion, and then you can see if you've created anything interesting. Go to the right. Go up, go down, go to the left, skip a row. It just makes these huge areas of color blocking a little bit more interesting. I wish I had something like this, like when I was, I haven't smoked in years, but quitting smoking was probably one of the hardest things. And it's the repetition. It's the act of, getting that pack of cigarettes and tapping it out, and um, lighting the cigarettes. It's the repetition, and this is repetition. So this could have, like, I definitely would have used this as some kind of tool to, you feel like, it's just a habit. Something to do with your hands. What did I make here? Anything interesting at all? It's kind of cool to kind of go back and fill it in though. But it really does become, it was getting, I stopped there for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Am I putting the drills on the right symbol? Because you do kind of get like lost in thought. But there's nothing mindless about diamond painting. It's the other thing that I like, being a yoga teacher too. Like, a lot of your students, especially if they have like a type A personality, really can't sit still and meditate because their minds are just moving so quickly. It's very difficult for them to even lay down at times. Just the act of laying down, they want to jump back up again. But there's so many ways to meditate, and this absolutely is a meditative practice. You can notice it for yourself. You can notice, how your breathing maybe slows down. How you maybe just have the space to think, clears your head, and maybe even come up with a solution or an idea. Helps if you have a drill on there. I can't believe how long this glue dot has lasted. I keep hitting something with my arm. Oh, it's my cute. going to sleep well tonight. This has been a ton of fun kicking off Witch. And I couldn't have did it without my Leopard Leatherworks pen, that's for sure. Because my hand is so comfortable still after all this diamond painting. So I will let you guys know when Leopard Leatherworks will be on my channel. And we'll be creating a witch pen. I intend to ask Carrie, you know, how do you decide? Because, you know, I think we all go for pretty. Oh, it's such a pretty pen. But we want functional too. So, how do you decide which sort of design is best for you? And what, you know, kind of charms and challenges you have. Diamond painting and this I love. I mean, it's so easy. Like I spin it around a lot. And it's very easy, very light. And of course I have my Firefly tray. My favorite tray. And I'm waiting for my witch Firefly tray to get here. I think they said Tuesday. And now, I mean, you know, the topper of it all was this putty from Tracy. Okay, that color is in. I love this too. It just goes in there like that. So easy. So easy, but I'm going to put the lid on. Going to put the lid on. Yes, it's been used and loved. It's starting to come off over here, but I don't care. So I have my putty. Where'd it go? Here it is. And I have my release paper, but I'm done with this one. Put that there. I'm going to have to leave this on top so I know which one is in there. Simply gild it. Put my putty away. You guys have been great company. I thank you for helping us kick off this event. I have a live on Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll check in and see progress and chat some more. And hopefully by then I will have an episode of the Bad Seed under my belt to our next book, I'll know a little bit more about Jaws and when that's going to be playing on my Discord. And I'm going to check in myself. What time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning. John will be up in about an hour. And I still don't see a gemstone in here. There's supposed to be a gemstone in here. A gem in every candle. They really buried it, didn't they? Don't see a gemstone in there yet. It does smell like really good though. Havana leaf. Gem scent. I got one that was really good. If you guys remember, I think they went out of business. They were a Charming Charlie. And they sold candles under your astrological sign. And they had a Virgo candle. And it was patchouli and bergamot. So good that I bought a Temu candle mold. And I made it with the little bit of wax that was left in it. I made myself a little candle, but I don't use it as a candle because it's so fragrant. And every time I go by my little room, I can smell it. It smells so good. Anyway, I think this is goodbye. I think this is good night until Tuesday. I will see you on Tuesday. Thank you for celebrating Witch and helping me kick off this evening. Had a lot of fun. And I'm going to put this stuff here so that you can see it. And I will see you on Tuesday. Have a good night. And if you're sleeping, sweet dreams. Bye. There's our girl. Night, night, everyone.